Thank you, Nigeria. Now, we move on to the following nomination submitted by Peru on the Wititi Valley dancers from the valley of Colca. And so the following nomination is presented by Peru for inscription on the representative list of the intangible cultural heritage list of humanity. This dance is a popular dance. It's traditional and it involves a move into adulthood. It's danced by young people during religious festivals in the rainy season. Couples in traditional costumes form rows and dance to the music of a group. The dance coincides with the beginning of a new cycle of agricultural output, and it symbolizes the links between society and nature. And this practice is performed strengthening social links and cultural identity. Transmission is via schools and in families. The evaluation body considers that all criteria have been met. As regards R1, the nomination considers that this nuptial parade of the Colca Valley is of sacred enjoyment and artistic value. It's transmitted by families and it's encouraged by several public institutions. As regards criterion R2, the nomination shows that the inscription of the element will contribute to the visibility of the intangible cultural heritage and heighten awareness of its importance and illustrate the common values of creativity, festive joy, nature, and gender equality. As to criterion R3, the nomination shows that the community of practitioners and researchers have identified 5 safeguarding measures to ensure heightened viability of the element: systematic promotion, annual seminars, as meetings between bearers and researchers, production of a documentary, and also the research into the origin of the dance. This is supported by regional, local, and national authorities. As regards criterion R4, the nomination gives a clear description of the way in which evaluation was performed over a number of years in close collaboration between the communities and the concerned groups, and several elements of proof have shown that there was free, prior, and informed consent. As to criterion 5, the Wititi dance of the Colca Valley was included in the inventory entitled Declaration of the Cultural Heritage of the Nation, developed by the Directorate of Culture within the Ministry of Culture, in keeping with Articles 11 and 12 of the Convention. Consequently, the evaluation body considers that this dance should be included in the representative list of the Intangible Cultural Heritage List of Humanity. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. The Bureau has received no request for debate or an amendment of this nomination. Therefore, could I ask the committee to adopt the draft decision in its entirety as shown on screen? Are there any objections? I see none. Therefore, I declare that the Wititi dance of the Colca Valley is inscribed on the representative list of the Intangible Cultural Heritage List of Humanity, and decision 10.10b24 is adopted. Thank you. Congratulations.
Félicitations.
I congratulate Peru, and you have the floor.
Good afternoon to all the UNESCO committee members. I am Yamila Osorio, Regional Governor of Arequipa. It is a true honor to be at this prestigious gathering of the Intergovernmental Committee for the Safeguarding of the Intangible Cultural Heritage in this beautiful country of Namibia, so far from home. It gives me great pleasure to represent my own homeland of Peru, and I take pride today in the listing of the Wititi dance as an intangible cultural heritage. The Wititi dance is one of the most widespread cultural manifestations practiced in the Colca Valley, which is the folklore capital of Arequipa. The Colca Valley is the home of multiple and diverse traditions of cultural expression, most notable dance and music, colorful vestments with emblematic patterns and rites and legends. This unique region houses two native ethnic groups, the Coyaguas and Cabanas, as well as the Apus, mountain spirits that protect the local people. The Wititi traditional dance expresses happiness, courage, love, and simultaneously the pride and history of the communities of the Colca Valley through a story. This dance is not only beautiful, but it has also been enriched as details have altered and built upon each other through specific touches added over time. This forms part of our cultural heritage that passes from generation to generation, which we are committed to protect and promote. In order to conclude, I want to say thank you very much, especially to the evaluation body. Merci beaucoup, and in Quechua, Colca Yactai Suyari Sunki. That means you are welcome to Colca. We are going to wait for you. Causachum Wititi, Causachum Peru, Causachum Namibia.
Al sur del Perú, en la región Arequipa, el Valle del Colca ha sido escenario del vínculo estrecho entre dos importantes colectivos culturales, los Coyagua y los Cabana. Ambos pueblos comparten un desarrollo histórico común y también un conjunto de manifestaciones culturales que con el pasar del tiempo han constituido su identidad y afianzado su memoria. La danza del Wititi es la más importante. La tradición oral local narra que la danza del Wititi se originó como rememoración de una estrategia de conquista militar en la que los varones llamados Wititis se vestían con prendas de mujer para confundir a los enemigos. Otra versión cuenta que usar vestimenta femenina fue una hábil argucia para que los varones pudieran acercarse y enamorar a las doncellas sin despertar sospechas. La danza del Wititi, declarada Patrimonio Cultural de la Nación desde el año 2009, es considerada la expresión de cultura viva más importante del Valle del Colca. Es un reflejo de la existencia en armonía de los pueblos que habitan esta región, y su gran difusión revitaliza la identidad local y regional, así como la memoria colectiva.
Congratulations again, Peru, and let's continue with our nominations.